got me feeling like a papillon.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey there.
Hi.
It's not your average train girls. How's it going? We back.
It's another week with us.
What's up, y'all? It's Kat. How's it going? How you doing? I'm still whipped by Junhee, and Lucas looked real good in this new NCT Life series. Okay, next.
Hi, sup? I'm Cynthia. It's hot, and I love Contagion. That's it.
Yep.
Next.
Hi, it's Terica, and for the past week, I've been binging EXO videos, and I don't know what's happening to me.
Ooh, she feels it coming.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
She feels a comeback. Coming.
Her spidey senses are tingling.
For EXO. Spice.
It's the mood, EXO, Eclipse, all that.
Hi, everybody. I am Carolina, and I am here to tell you that I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you.
Oh my God. Wow.
What a
Shocking.
shocker.
Every week.
Anyway, okay. Let's get into it because we got a lot to talk about.
There's a lot that happened. The number one thing I think that's on everybody's lips in the K-pop industry or K-pop stand.
Stance.
Yeah, we're nightstands now. Thank you.
Stands, yes. In the K-pop stan Twitter atmosphere is the BAP contract situation that's happening right now. It's crazy because BAP has gone through a lot when it comes to their company already.
Yeah.
So the fact
Seriously.
that it's like their contract are up soon, right? Their contracts are up now,
Yeah,
or
I
they're
think-
going to be.
No, they're going to be, in a couple months, I think. So they're in the talks still about if they're gonna all renew, if they're not going to renew. So the future of BAP is kind of on the air right now because I know at their show they were saying that this might be the last time that they stand on stage all together, and now it's all in a crisis. Nobody knows what's going on.
It was so out of the blue because I don't know, I was just scrolling through Twitter and all of a sudden it was just like BAP's possible last concert, and I was like, excuse me, what? Is this an enlistment thing, or what the heck's happening? And no, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting it at all.
Because I know they're so determined to stay as a group, and I know they love their fan base and they love their fans and stuff like that, and I know they love each other. They're one of those groups that you can see genuinely have love for one another. So it's really weird that it's kind of so suddenly happening. Why couldn't they continue on if they don't extend their contracts? Why can't they pull a highlight and leave and then all be together as another group,
Yeah.
So I think it's really we've seen so many groups lately that have lost members or have disbanded that are old school groups that are from 2012 or 2009 to 2012, all those groups who were at their 10 year or their 9 year, and you're just kind of damn, another one. But
Yeah.
why can't they all just pull together and start a record label? Why can't they pull something like that? So everyone's kind of up in the air, what other groups are gonna eventually now drift apart.
Nobody wants to think about it though, but nobody wants to think about that part.
And I'm sure there's a lot of things that go back in the backstage area about that. I'm sure there's a lot of things that go into even starting that, going on their own, how Highlight did, which I'm glad that they did, but only time can tell.
Yeah, so hopefully all the babies out there, I'm praying and hoping that BAP stays together.
Yes.
If it's under the same company, cool. If not, if they start their own thing, even better. So just stay together.
Stay together
And yeah.
forever.
Yeah, forever. But hey, another group type thing that's happening kind of like that. 2PM's Taekyeon left JYP, which I am shocked.
Yes.
I am in distress about. Why did Taekyeon, Taekyeon, aka Jinyoung's dad, why he leave? I don't get it. But
Carolina,
he
a
signed.
whole ass JYP trash.
JYP
I
trash.
am
She's in
JYP
distress
trash.
right
Okay,
now.
okay. It's in my blood already. I'm part of JYP's family, and that's that.
But what I was reading is that he's not leaving 2PM. that there's going to be like a joint
No,
contract
he's not.
between JYP and like his new company. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to work out. I
It's
am
so weird to
confusion.
me. I am too. I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. I just like, I don't, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're going to leave, but you're going to still work with that company, I'm just like, why don't you stay with the company? Like, I don't know. It's weird.
What I'm thinking is maybe he didn't like, contract wise or whatever when it came to his solo activity. But the other company maybe had more to offer when it came to that.
Solo wise, yeah.
But I mean,
Maybe.
but think about it. I'm thinking about it in a good way too. There's some companies out there that'll be like, no, you can't. Like, it's gonna be either this or that. You can't do both. So I'm glad that at least 51K and JYP are working together for him to stay in 2PM.
Yeah, it's like a poly relationship.
Like 2PM is iconic. Yeah, exactly. Like a poly relationship.
No one's a side hoe here.
between
Everybody's
companies.
50
Everybody is important in
in
this
this
relationship.
relationship.
So I'm thinking that, at least it's not something like, oh, he's leaving. It's I'm glad that it's like understanding that he'll still be in 2PM because I mean 2PM is 2PM, all right? So
That's why JYP agreed, because he knows that if he didn't, he would have just left.
The thing with 2 p.m. though is like it's been a while since they've all like done promotions together.
Yeah.
Some of them
Yeah.
are obviously Taecyeon is in the military right now, and then others are going in or have been going in, and then there's just Nickun who's just like the Prince of Thailand and is like all over the place,
Living his best
But-
life on Instagram.
literally. I love that man. Anyway, so it's like, what does the future hold for them? Like, is this gonna be like? And then it's all of their contracts. Like, has there any been news of all of them extending their contracts? Or
What if this is news for a comeback? Oh my god.
I honestly don't know. Actually, no, yes, they did. JYP said that the other members are already signed contracts with JYP.
Okay.
That Taecyeon was the only one that did not.
Yeah.
So they're all still staying with JYP. That's why everybody thought that it was weird. Like, why would he just leave? But I mean, he might have his reasons.
Maybe it's just because he wanted to do his own thing while everyone's in the military, and then just come back as 2 p.m. when everybody's done with all that. I don't know.
I should have known better than to ask if Woo Sung extended his contract since he is going to be the future CEO of JYP.
Exactly. Yes, girl. Exactly. and Park Jin-young is gonna be his co CEO.
Co-CEO. Speaking of CEO madness, Simon Dominic, I don't know if you guys know much about Kpop, our
Yes.
listeners, but he resigned his place as co-CEO of AOMG recently due to his, honestly, an amazing reason.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he did it if this was the reason. He just wants to take care of himself, and he feels like it's a lot of pressure, which I can definitely understand when it comes to Simon's case, because he is working alongside Jay, who Jay is always active and he's always releasing things, and Simon's more of an artist who likes to take his time and build like a perfect body of music. You can tell he's a perfectionist, and Jay likes to release bops after bops after bops.
Yeah,
where,
Jay says a song is ready. Okay, we releasing it tomorrow. Let
No,
go.
if he can twerk to it, it's released. That's it.
Basically.
This is not saying that Jay doesn't release great music, because he does. Like, Jay is an incredible artist. But Simon's just one of those artists that takes his time. He's very meticulous, and he's very stubborn about what and how he wants his music to come across to people. So I can understand. And he released the song Mino J Park, and the lyrics, like, I was reading the lyrics and, like, listening to his flow and the way he delivered it, and I was just like, we didn't see, like, all this pain and all this hurt that he was going through for all these years, trying to compare himself to someone that everybody considers, like, this legendary person. And it was a whole new awake, because I love Simon. Simon's one of my favorite rappers, and he is honestly one of my favorite people. He's funny and genuine, and to see him come back after so long, I was like, yes, awesome, yes, AOMG co-CEO doing shit out here. But to know that he was in so much pain and struggling for such a long time while people were just putting such a like immense amount of pressure on him, it made me feel really sad because I was one of those people that were like, bro, where's the album? Like, where you at?
Yeah, no, it's good though because he's taking care of himself, and like you said, not everybody is always 100% like on the go, always doing something or whatever. Some people take their time, so I think that even with all the situations going on right now in the talks of like mental health in the industry, I think that it's good that he just took a step back and said, listen, I can't handle this one right now. Like, I need to focus on me and my mental health and go from there. So,
Yeah.
props to him for that.
I was proud when I read.
Claps for
Yeah.
Simon D.
Because it takes a lot to be able to admit that, like, this is great,
You're
but, like,
struggling.
I'm not, I'm just not ready for this right now. Instead of just struggling on by himself, trying to please other people. So, yeah, we're all proud over here. Good job, Simon.
On an amazing note with AOMG, though, DJ Pumpkin is the new co-CEO of AOMG.
That's right, yeah.
And
Congrats.
Pumpkin's amazing, so I'm really excited to see, like, a new era for AOMG, an even better era, better than it was. They just keep growing, so I'm just excited for AOMG. I love every artist that's signed to AOMG, and yes.
Simon's album was really great, too, as well.
Dark Room is a bop. Everybody listen to it. The whole album's
Stan,
a bop.
Simon, Dominic. And other K-pop related news, because it's a K-pop
Yeah,
podcast.
I was about to say we are a K-pop podcast, but okay.
Woo. No, there's talks about a 101 contract extension.
Oh my God.
But there's controversy about it, obviously, because what isn't in the K-pop world? But some companies are with it, some are not, and they might just stay for the end of year award season. We might see a 101, but not with all 11 members, and I don't know how I feel about that.
From what I was reading, is that there is certain companies, which I'm pretty sure I know which companies they are, and validly so, that they are struggling with the idea of extending 101's contract anymore because they want their now popular, extremely popular idols to return to their existing
Designated
groups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yes, please, we want that. We want that.
I can understand why a company Pledis, would be
Hot shot.
truly would be on the fence about extending the contract. It's only another month, granted. It's only for another month. But I can understand why they would want to release music with the teams that they came from. Now, what I'm thinking is they can do something similar, even the 1 month, to how UMB has their contract, where they will be a part of 101, but they can also be a part of their designated groups.
I've been saying this for a long time. 101 should be in like a unit that does like 2 comebacks a year or something, but they still promote with their own groups. They still like debut with their own groups, like do their own thing with their own groups. But 101 should stay as a unit type thing and just do like 2 comebacks a year or something, because
because your Wonderful Heart needs it. I agree too. I think it would be cool. The ones that are kind of like in their off or down time, like when they're not promoting with their groups or they just finish like a huge promotion, to be able to like create like a little subunit. Like, oh, the 3 of us, aren't really doing anything right now. Let's just drop a couple, like a mini EP. And then once they do that, then they go back to their other groups, and then there's like 4 more, and they're like, hey, let's just drop this single real quick. And I think that'd be really nice for Wonnables. And
nice.
Amazing. That was Pledis calling me to be like, nah, click. Idea,
Sorry,
no.
was calling me. They want me to say that they're extending their contract. You heard it here.
Breaking news,
first,
everybody.
folks.
Breaking news! No, but
you heard it first here.
I'm thinking that is something that could possibly happen, but I mean, I can understand. Listen, as much as I love 101, I can understand why there is an issue with unfairness as far as the IOI 101 thing goes. And IOI not being a subunit that was forever, so why should 101, even though they're more successful, be a unit that's forever? Like, that wasn't the deal. That's not what Produce 101 was for.
Because when they disbanded, it was still really sad. Like, granted, they weren't as popular as 101, but everybody was really sad. So I understand from that
Even I was sad about it, and I didn't stand 101, and I
Yeah.
didn't stand IOI
IOI.
I
at
really
all.
loved IOI. I watched the first season of Produce 101, and it was heartbreaking seeing them like have to disband. And I know it's going to be heartbreaking for me seeing 101 disband, but I can understand why IOI fans are kind of pissed off. I
Oh
mean,
no,
I
they're really
get
pissed
it.
off.
Yeah. I can understand why they'd be upset. Like, you don't hear, like, IOI getting any type of, oh, well, we can continuously do subunits, or we can just keep extending their contracts month by month by month until they're together forever. You know, it wasn't like that with IOI.
Yeah, no, I agree with the unfairness thing, but at the same time, I have to be that person and say that
A
they're
one on
probably
one stand.
looking No, they were looking money
Yeah,
wise.
that's what I
They
was
were
gonna say
looking money
too.
wise.
But
What did
IOI
101
made
versus
money,
IOI?
though.
Okay, but look at 101's success internationally everywhere. Like that's the thing. That's what they're looking at. It was a worldwide thing. IOI was super popular in Korea.
But that's because they never wanted to bring them here. This is what the thing was for IOI. As somebody that was in the middle of the IOI fandom when it was happening, IOI didn't do anything internationally as far as America or Europe or anything went, except for KCON LA. And that's because it was an Mnet thing. If they had bought them here, because when IOI went to KCON LA, they were popular as hell. So if they would have did what they are doing for 101, IOI could have had that same type of popularity.
Yeah, I just think
Honestly.
they're looking at it like Carolyn was saying internationally, and like yeah, they probably could been really big, but like internationally, like especially like over in the States, like boy groups are just more popular. And not because it's like, oh, guys, you know, they're just more popular. It's because like over here the culture is kind of different as far as like male fans. Like a lot of guys see like, oh, I can't go and like spend all this money to go fly out to, you know, whatever state to go see a girl group. Now, I'm not saying like all guys. I'm just saying like there's a certain demographic of guys that are just like, I don't care, I'm standing these girls. And then you have other ones that are just like, yeah, I listen to their music and stuff, but like I don't want people to find out that I'm like standing this girl group hardcore. I just think that like the culture over here, like guy groups are more popular simply because being a fan or being a stan or whatever is seen as a female thing. Hence the name like fan girl.
Exactly. So that's what I'm
Sexism
saying.
at its
I'm
best.
not, yep.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that IOI couldn't have made it over here. The fact that the demand wasn't crazy enough that Mnet took notice enough to be like, "Oh, maybe we should do some international stuff." Then that's the difference about it.
Which sucks because
Like,
IOI was great.
exactly.
But as I said, as a wannable, of course I want them forever, but as a person, I know it's not going to happen and it shouldn't happen.
I agree with what Caroline and Tarka were saying though about maybe just like doing something where like they promote with their own groups and then come back together as 101 every once in a while. That'd be good. I mean, why not? They can be constantly promoting for 101 as well as a group that they belong to.
But then at one point, does that take away from the highlight and the point of Produce? Like the whole point of Produce. And this,
Oh yeah, is that they only have a year.
exactly. And then this unit that's coming out with Produce 48, if 101 stays together and continues to promote, it takes all the light away from everything they're working for that
Oh,
specific
that's
group.
true.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
That makes sense.
So,
Yeah, that makes
and then
sense.
when another boy group comes out, who says that those people that were interested in 101 are still going to be interested when they create a new boy group that's coming out?
Well, that's a topic for another day too, because it's kind of like people are saying now, even with JBJ for example, they're just like, okay, well, is everybody like gonna support? Which, from right now, yes, everybody is still supporting. So, I think that if you support the group, you should still support their original group first of all, and then if 101 continues doing whatever, then that too.
I think no matter what, the groups that each member is in is going to be successful. It's
Oh,
not
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's not going to be at the level 101 is at, obviously, but I think they're going to have their success.
Which I'm
no matter
glad
what they do.
because
Yeah.
that's why they went into 101 in the
Exactly.
first place.
Especially for like Minhyun and, you know, Hotshot and like everything. So, you know, like. I'm
Amazing.
excited.
Those 11 boys, just yes.
Sparking debates.
Moving on about companies. So there's another company that's still having issues, guys.
Fantagio.
Fantagio.
Uh,
Ong. I'm gonna save Ong.
Oh my god. Here she goes. She's still waiting. She's still waiting to hear back from the bank about her loan to start her own fucking company.
MMO, save
Yeah,
Ong. MMO, if you're listening, save Ong.
Save Ong.
I'm actually
But,
not
I mean-
afraid for Ong whatsoever, because God
Neither am I.
forbid something happens to Fantagio. Like, that boy, he's okay. He's gonna be
He's
okay.
fine.
He
no
good
matter
for
what.
life, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
fine,
know he's
Carolina.
fine, okay?
She said, I know he's fine.
Just,
Shut up.
I said, I know that he is okay, okay.
Anyway, so there's still issues and everybody's confused and
Yeah, because wasn't it like that everything was okay, that the investments were going okay, like people were starting to make comebacks, and now like it's starting again, like with the same thing, and even worse than it was before, and everybody's just kind of like, so what's the truth?
what's the tea?
Yeah, basically it's there's like this many different companies, like producing companies and like recording companies and things like that are under this association, and basically they're boycotting Fantagio because the CEO is still not like eligible to be a CEO and to own an entertainment company because of the whole like being bought out, like the Chinese something, it's like 51% ownership of the
investors,
company.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so then it's like really nobody knows what the heck's going on, because I guess they went from, hey, yeah, we're okay, we're doing comebacks, to now it's like, no, like everybody is still boycotting you and everybody, like everything's a mess.
There's still
And
pitchforks out there.
Right.
yeah, and I'm just confused about what the heck is really going on with Fantagio, because then you have obviously nobody saying anything about anything, and you know, as a fan, it's worrisome about those artists that are
for sure.
there. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, please, I need to know. I need to prepare my heart for whatever.
I don't know. It's all just one big messy mess. And, like, I feel like no one really actually knows what's going on. Because, like you said, one minute it's like, oh, everything's great. And the next minute it's like, well, no, because he's not really qualified to be a CEO. And then it's just like, oh, no, everything's in uproar. So, like, it's just one of those things we have to just sit back and wait for it to play out, which is really sad and scary for the artists.
What exactly qualifies someone to be a CEO? I'm asking for Carolina.
Money. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Money.
Like, seriously, like, what is it?
Yeah,
Money?
what does he need? Yeah.
Money? What? Is there, like, a school for it?
I don't yes, that's why I don't understand that they keep saying that the CEO is not qualified. I'm just like, okay, but what does that mean, really? Like, explain it in like dumb English, because I cannot comprehend.
Or in
Maybe they
Spanish?
want him to be really
Can I
like
get you
business
in?
savvy, and the fact that he has all these investors like not, you know, doing the right thing. They're like, well, obviously he doesn't know how to pick the right people. I don't know. I have no clue.
Fantagio, we're rooting for ya. Hopefully everything works out, because y'all are in just like a toilet bowl just going in circles right now.
A toilet
A toilet bowl.
What a great analogy.
Amazing.
So, while Fantagio is struggling, Park Jin-young out here doing it.
Hey.
And created
JYP
JYP 2.0, as he likes to call
Oh my
it.
god. Basically, JYP 2.0, I watched some of the video, and if it tells you anything, I did shed a tear, because basically right now every artist will get their own promotion team, their own management team, their own marketing team, which, I mean, I'm still confused as to why.
Yeah, I
none
thought
of
that was
these.
already a thing. So when they were like, it's new, I
Right,
was like,
like-
oh, what?
No, but I realized that when there was one of the manager ladies, she was a manager for GOT7 and for Day 6, or twice. I forgot which one.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized that they shared their people. And JYP basically said that now there's going to be like 4 labels under the company. So it's like a companies under a company. And every artist will get their own team to do work with them, promotional wise, marketing wise, like for management, which is amazing. You know how many things are just going to be done? Like, that's great.
Right.
And the artist will be better taken care of, which is amazing, because GOT7, Day 6, Stray Kids, like, they all deserve the best. And I'm just, yes, JYP 2.0 out here.
Spoken like true JYP trash.
I just thought it was
Amen.
funny because I feel like that's like literally like marketing 101. Like, you have a designated team for that specific like artist or whatever you're trying to promote. It won't make sense if like one person is trying to like be a part of a team for like 6 different groups, and you can't focus all of your time and energy into promoting that one group. So I was just like, oh. But I mean, it was great the way he revealed it. He pulled like his Steve Jobs, like he had like the turtleneck and like the little pointer. He was just like, thank you for coming to my JYP TED Talk now. And it's like on the screen, this big like reveal. It's just like, oh. I was like, wow. I didn't really watch the video, but I felt it. Like I was like, yeah, big things are happening. Next.
Yeah, no, he also mentioned that now, obviously, there's like an organic cafe and an organic for everything. I'm like, okay, JYP.
Because we're so eco-friendly.
It's so
we
eco-friendly.
don't use straws.
But also that he was focusing on mental health.
Yes.
There were like psychiatrists and psychologists involved in there, so they
that
could
should
talk
be
with the artists,
your first
with the
priority.
staff.
Yeah.
And that's the first priority. And I mean, I'm glad though, like he went out and, I mean, even from interviews in the past with GOT7 and I think Twice, they've mentioned that in their company they do have psychologists. So, you know, he's just kind of telling the world, like, we have this, like, I want to take care of my artists. I want them to be, you know, feel loved and safe type thing. And that's amazing, okay? As JYP Trash, this is like amazing news to me. I cried, okay?
Honestly,
I'm
this
not even gonna lie.
redeemed JYP in my eyes. Not that I didn't dislike him before, but I wasn't like the biggest fan of JYP, but now this redeemed it.
What can make things even better, though, is that because they have so many artists and stuff, I feel like they need an extra psychologist on board. And I have a degree in psychology, and if you submit my resume, JYP, just let me know because I am willing. I'm ready to go. I can move. I don't have kids. So
Carolina
I can just pack up
also
and
has a
leave.
degree in psychology.
I
And
have a minor in
promotions.
psychology. I work in promotions. Hi, JYP. If you need somebody
There you go.
in your international team, hi. I am here to learn Korean. Thank
Me
you.
and
ready
Kat will
and
work in
willing.
the organic cafe.
We are ready.
I will be the barista in the organic cafe. I have tons of years of barista experience.
Oh, you're right. That too. I can start there
That's
too.
Terika.
Look, I'm very well
Terika is just out here. She gotta get all the jobs.
I don't got a degree from a school, but I got a degree in life.
That works too. Beyonce said, "Who needs a degree when you school in life?"
You right.
You right.
So, hi. So from now, Big Hit Trash, hello. I would like to
There
say
she
some
goes.
news. There is some rumors going around that they are using BTS as an example. All you people out there, thank you. They are being used as an example because they're saying that maybe BTS might get exempt from going into the military. Now, before everyone freaks the fuck out, this is just talk. Thank you. No one else would love this more than me. But, you know, there's controversy around it, which I understand both sides. And I have a final thing to say, but I'll wait.
The thing is, recently I know some of the laws have changed as far as military duties in the country of Korea. You know, like, how do you say it? The enlistment time isn't going to be as long as it was originally. Like, they're going to lower it by a few months. But basically what people are saying is that BTS is going to bring so much revenue
And they already do.
to the country that it feels like they're doing a public service, thus they should be exempt from military enlistment. Now, this isn't just saying BTS. This is saying anybody who brings in a solid revenue to the country or a good name to the country. It's like when soccer players, like athletes in Korea, are exempt if they bring home a gold medal.
Right.
It's similar to something like that. If you bring your country so much of something that it betters it, then they're going to exempt you from the military. It's something like that. And again, it won't only be BTS. It's not even a real thing that's going to happen. It's
They're
just
just talking
something
about
in
it.
consideration as of right now.
Yeah.
Basically, they were saying they were looking into it again because it says like very specific, like if you win like a cello award or like a violin award, then you get exempt. But then if you like play the guitar, like you don't. So they were looking back at it and kind of saying like, you know, there's no fairness in this when it comes to like who actually gets it and who doesn't. So it's not saying like, oh, we're just, you know, all artists are just not going to have military like they don't have to go into the military. No, it's kind of like we need to revisit this because it's outdated.
Yeah.
Which they should anyway.
It makes sense though. I mean, like business wise, because they are bringing so much money to the country that like whenever they have to stop and enlist, then like who's to say like that like fire or that like that they have now is gonna like wane away. Like if right now they're like boom, boom, boom everywhere, BTS, 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 but then once they go enlist for 2 years, like then people, we have short attention spans, and some people will be like, what's a BTS? So like they're trying to get this money, keeping it coming into the country. But then on the other hand, it's like, okay, well now this group is doing the same thing, so should they get exempt? And then you have regular like civilians that are like, okay, well I'm not an artist, but like that's not fair, and like why should I have to go? And so at this point, like Kat was saying too, it's just this is all just one big issue that just needs to like they need to just revisit the laws, because like no matter how you try to set it up, there's always going to be someone that like, okay, well why is this fair, or why do they get that?
Because I know as right now, I know the same guy put together like a whole like pie chart of like the revenue for
Bitches
Korea.
love pie charts.
Yeah, for Korea and everything. And they are saying that within the next couple of years, BTS is going to bring $1 billion of revenue into Korea.
Billion.
That's insane that a group is going to bring $1 billion revenue.
$1 billion.
And that's from...
I need $1 billion.
And that's from international fans wanting to come to Korea purely because that's where BTS is from. Like,
purely.
Me too. I want to go Daeju, bitch. The fuck?
I want to go to the airport and just take pictures with all the characters that they created, because they were too busy to be the own spokesperson. So their imaginary beings are the spokespeople for the whole ass airport.
It's amazing.
Oh my god.
So now
The
they have
impact,
now they
honestly.
have this choice. Like, do they want to keep that money bi-weekly, or do they gotta wait? Like, what do they want to do? And also, I would how we were saying that this isn't just for BTS, but when it comes to BTS, I think that they would still go into military because they don't want to piss off people. So I think they think about the overall picture, and they would just enlist anyway. And also, they're they're very proud of their country, so I think they would still want to serve.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. So everyone that's pissed about this, calm down. We don't know shit yet, and we don't even know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, this is something that South Korea needs to do.
Yeah.
That's their law, their government, their country.
Yep.
So our opinions are just that.
Opinions. Yeah.
It's like it's just one of those things where it's like, it's not something that's happening right now. It's something that's being looked into, but don't jump and be so angry about it already. It's just something that's being taken into consideration. And this could not only affect BTS, but your favorite idol groups as well. I mean, because it's XOL, ARMY.
Of course it is.
And so EXO can do the same thing. EXO produces amazing revenue for Korea. So this might not only be a BTS thing. This could be a multiple idol group thing. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just something for people to not jump down the throat of everybody right now and just like let it happen. Let it gradually figure itself out. And then if there's unfairness, then get mad about it.
Yeah. Which is great, because now this is like starting a dialogue about it, and now they have to look into the law and change things. Exactly. So no one really knows how it's going to play out. So we shall see.
Happier news, though. A quick thing. Freaking Vernon joined Instagram.
Yeah.
Finally.
Vernon.
We're just going down the list. Like, pretty soon we're going to have all 13 of them.
Yeah. I would also like to point out, though, in Vernon's Instagram picture that he had pictures of Lean.
Thank you. I was like, is no one going to comment about this? Like, does no one know what this is?
It was amazing because I was thinking about it. I was like, Vernon don't know what Lean is. and then it just always takes me back to the fucking verse in Oh Yeah, where he's like, Vernon, pull up on your wax with the Mac fully loaded. Like, do you even know what that means?
Everyone just thought it was grape Kool-Aid.
We're always going through like an identity
Identity
crisis.
Who he is, poor baby.
But I'm waiting for all of 17 to have Instas. Yes, please. Thank you, Pledis. Thank you.
Wanwoo, Hoshi,
All of them.
Oh my god.
Escos.
All of them.
Could you imagine Hoshi or Endino?
Dance covers.
Yeah, with their dance covers on Instagram.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god. Okay, I would die. Serious note now. Let's get serious again. There has been a lot of sad things going on, honestly, this week.
Yeah.
There, I'll talk about it because I don't know how much y'all have looked into it, but there's a group called Mask, and recently something has come up about a assault case between two members, or one previous member and one current member. So a member's friend reported that his friend was assaulted by a member of his group. Now, at first, nobody knew who the two members were. And there were, like, these pictures of, like, scratched up hands, and, like, his head was busted open, and there was blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And then you could see, like, the, like,
scratches,
marks
on his face.
Yeah.
And so it got brought up, obviously, by a news place, and they were like, what happened? So the specific member that it happened to is a member named Chibin, and I know he's a member of the Maknae line in Mask.
Yeah, he actually ended up going and posting on Instagram telling his side of the story about what happened because he just wanted to clear the air about it.
Yeah, he wanted to, like, let fans know what was happening, and it happened that he named the... At first, he didn't. He just said that a Hyung in the group attacked him. He didn't, like, name who it was or anything.
He just said that it was a Hyung, that he's the only one that he unfollowed, which then fans went into his followers, found out that he unfollowed Ace.
Not to be confused
and
with the
that's
group.
how,
yeah, the member Ace. Member of Mask.
Yeah, the member Ace. And then that's why they started coming up and being like, oh, it was him. And at first, it was like, no, like, it wasn't. But then Chibin's friend was just like, no, yeah, it was. And that's scary because they're in the same group. And you don't really know, like, if that has happened before multiple times. Exactly. It just happened, like, that first time.
He actually did mention that in the Instagram post the translation I read, he did mention that Ace does hit them a lot.
That he has tendencies of being angry a lot.
And he's very, like, an angry person and has hit them multiple times. And so it happened that in a way that he defended himself for once over a dumb umbrella, and Ace just, like, lost his shit.
The story on Chibin's side is that Ace broke this umbrella and started using it as a weapon against him and started hitting him with it. And then that the other members tried to push Ace off of him, but he, like, pushed all the other members out of the way and kept hitting Chibin, and that's why he has, like, marks in various places, because he was trying to defend himself. Now, a few days after the whole thing with Chibin came out, Ace posted on Instagram about how he was super apologetic and he was sorry and that he had tried to apologize to Chibin multiple times.
Side note, apologizing doesn't mean it's right.
But then he wrote a song and put it on SoundCloud about how his story was one-sided and that he wasn't the only aggressor and that things that Chibin said in his story were incorrect. And then it went to Chibin again, replying on Instagram and saying, well, I have all these cacao messages from you. You never visited me in the hospital. You never did this. And he was very flustered. You can tell by the way he was typing. When I read the translations, he repeated a lot of things and, like, didn't really know how to word specific things. And then at the end, he was like, I know I probably missed a lot and this doesn't make sense, but I'm just so baffled that he would say something like this. Like, you can ask the other members that were there. And the older members are closer to Ace's age than they are to Chibin's age. And so he was really kind of like, he felt helpless because it was like, oh, they're probably closer to each other. And so, yeah, like, his parents took him to the hospital, like, management was informed, and then Ace, of course, left the company and everything. So currently there's still, like, a back and forth. Like, we don't really know exactly 100% what happened. It's just one side versus the other side.
Yeah, it's like it's a he said, she said exactly, at this moment. Yeah. So, but that's still scary that that's happening. You don't, it's kind of begs the question as to, we don't really know what's going behind the scenes with these groups. And, some relationships might not be what they seem.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah, it's sad and scary.
I know.
I really hope that he is taking care of his mental health.
Yeah, like, he's working on himself. And that they're getting help for Chibin as well, because being attacked by, like, someone that's that you're close with, and somebody that's, like, a member of your group, or somebody that's, like, one of us beating the shit out of each other, like, that's a scary thing to think about. Like, you could just be 0 to 100 in 2 seconds, so.
And I know this week, too, there was a member of a newly debuted group, Spectrum, Dong Yoon. He passed away. He was only 20 years old, so we send our condolences to all of his fans, all his family, his friends. and we just want to say they haven't said what happened. The family wants to keep everything private,
which we should all respect.
And hope that, the K-pop community, we've came together so many times when this has happened in the past, that the K-pop community can come together and respect, people's time of grieving and let people, grieve and be respectful of that, So.
Exactly. Moving on to even more messed up stuff in the week. We got the fuckery of the week, y'all. 101 Sassing.
Someone ran into my man's room, y'all. How dare you?
Believe this.
How dare you?
For those that don't know, some girls in China bought off a master key for their hotel from I don't know who, but that person probably rich. If they fled the country, they did good because they're going to be hated forever.
Yep.
They bought a master key and literally followed 101 the whole time that they were in the hotel. And then they went and barged into Jihoon's room like nobody's business. And he was just he literally had just gotten done with showering. And I'm baffled about this situation. I cannot believe somebody had the audacity to freaking just walk into a room like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Like, what type of person are you?
And then,
what did they think was going to happen? Like, he's just going to see him and be like, you know what?
Yes.
Let's get married.
Use. Like, no. He's afraid.
No.
And he's, like, running for his life. Like, I don't know. And they just seemed so proud. Like, with their whole chest. They were just like, yeah, we're going to take pictures and follow them around.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
and
what?
they were following them the whole time in the hotel, like in the gym and everything, and like Jisung and Daehui were like texting each other. I was like, did you come into my room? And they were just kind of like, no. And then like pictures of them outside of their room and in the hallway, they just look genuinely scared, which is so sad.
Where's security at this point? Like, what are they doing?
Well, they probably
like,
didn't know, because they didn't probably realize it until the boys realized it and reported it, because the girls had a key, so it wasn't like they were lurking around and didn't have a key. Like, they had access everywhere.
Think about it. Like, what goes through your head that you're like, I'm going to buy a master key for a room and just go into it? Like, totally invade someone's privacy and just barge into somebody's room. Fuck it. Like, what?
That's
who raised you?
I'm saying, like, who raised them, really? Like, I cannot. I'm just
dishonor on you, dishonor on your country, dishonor on your cow,
on everything you own. Like, what the heck are you doing? Okay, listen, I understand loving your faves, okay, but there's a limit, y'all. There's a dang limit. There's a line that you do not cross. Okay, you are not best friends with nobody. Like, now that I know of, you are not Jihoon's best friend. You cannot just be barging into his room like y'all been friends since year 3.
Like, hey, I gotta borrow some soap. Like, no.
Like, walking in like nobody's business. Like, that's so messed up. That's so messed up. Oh my God. I can't even
I'm
like
so
fathom
confused,
the idea.
because like you said, like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, what were you gonna accomplish? Like, I don't like, once you got into the room, what were you gonna do? Like, what did you think he was going to do? Like,
and like, how much money did you spend on that? You got that kind of money? What do you do? More importantly, what do
you would have got more interaction taking that money and getting front row tickets than like getting the police call on you.
And they would have actually been happy. I don't understand how they don't see like their face of terror and just continue on with their business. Like, oh yeah, that's great. No, it's not. They're scared for their life and they want you dead or arrested.
We'll go with arrested
or both. Who knows?
Still, y'all, basically, y'all have to, like, save money for my bail money because I'm about to beat their ass.
Drop a pin.
Drop a pin. I just want to talk.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, y'all freaky fans, I cannot believe that you did that. This, like Kat said, dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. This needs to stop. I cannot, I'm still mad about it. Wow.
I just can't wrap my head around it, like.
All right, let's talk about comebacks, y'all.
We need something positive.
Yeah, some positive news.
Positive in our life, yes.
We've been like all depressed for like 20 minutes.
Right.
So.
Let's talk about comebacks. First and foremost, a group I really love, I enjoy a lot. Card has officially come back. It's been like 8 months since they came back previously. So, woo!
Yes, everyone's favorite song, starting with mine, Dímelo. Okay. When they spoke Spanish, bitch, in this song, I had a heart attack.
Honestly, same. I was just like, what the heck is going on? I'm here for this. This is all I've ever wanted. But my favorite is Moonlight. I love the little beat of it.
Yeah.
And it's like you groove with it. And like the vocals, I'm just like, yes, 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 thank you.
Mine, oddly enough, is the intro song, Humming.
No.
I really actually...
Is it because they're not singing Wildcat?
No, I actually really liked the song. It's super soothing. I was listening to it while I was taking a bath, and I was just like, yes, I can just repeat it over and over again. I really like it. But after the intro, it's also the middle. It's really good.
I like Ride on the Wind, which is the title song, and I think it's because, of course, like I go to YouTube and I watch the music videos first because I'm very much a visual person. And so like when I saw the video, like I just felt the vibes of just like it was fresh and hanging out with your friends, or like you're crushing on this like guy or girl or whoever, and just like, like, do you like me, or am I wasting your time? Like, I don't know. Like I said, the
It's very
visuals,
summery.
yeah, the visuals got to me, and I think that's why I really enjoyed the title song a lot, because I was just like, oh, I like this. This is nice. It's like a breeze.
And J-Seth singing, I was like,
Yeah.
my man.
Like having a heart attack for it. So yeah, but Card coming back again with the little like Latin vibes in their album, which is always welcomed. So I'm really happy about it. This album it was really good, this comeback. So yay Card.
Woo!
Yeah.
Next is my little K-hip hop princess, Kisum. I love her.
It's my girl.
So much.
She was the first female like K-hip like rapper that I found on my own, like just randomly on YouTube, and I was just like, who is this? I love it.
She's amazing. The song is called 100%, and bruh, she just delivers for me. Even in like her features and stuff, she's just fucking bomb.
Kism. Love her so much. This song was fun. Like I just think that most of her music is really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, she's super like, I don't know, her rapping style I really enjoy a lot. Mm-hmm. But she's just very, I think on top of it all, she's just very a fun person, so she just makes fun music.
She
and
really does.
I really enjoy 100%. It's one of my favorite summer songs right now. She just
love her.
Kills it.
I was so happy because I was just like a couple months ago, I was like screaming on Twitter randomly, one of those tweets that just get lost in the shuffle, and I was just like, when is she coming back? Like, I'm tired of waiting. So I was just like, yes! Love her.
And then I think the most recent thing she did was with Hyland, right? With Fruity. I think it's the most recent thing she's like been on or anything. So
I think so. Either that or the song with Hayes, or was that before?
Maybe
one of those. Anyway, but
it was one of the two of them. It was great.
Great.
I love her.
Y'all should listen to her if you haven't checked her out.
Yes, listen to 100%. Even her older stuff, listen to it all. She's just amazing. She was on Unpretty Rap Star. She'll make money. Just look her up. She's great.
Is it like hip hop or is it R&B?
She's a rapper.
She's a rapper.
Hip hop. Yeah.
But she has a song with Julia. Is that his name? Right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's my favorite song. I love that song so much, and I think you'd really enjoy it too, Carolina. So you should go.
Ooh.
Look it up.
I guess this is gonna be a new artist for me.
Yes.
I'm with it.
She, along with Miso and Say, are like three of my favorite like K R&B hip hop people as far as female goes. So I'm really excited that she's back. I love her.
Yeah.
Another comeback, New Kid. Well, technically it's a debut for them.
Yes.
Yes, it is. It is a debut.
It is.
G Hansel finally debuted, y'all.
Yes. I mean, he technically already debuted with UMB, but this is his own group. Yes.
Yeah. That's his own group. That's what I mean. So, but I think that their song was really cute.
It is super cute.
It's super cute, and they have a ballad in the little EP, the second song or something, which I thought was nice. But the only thing I'm just like, they come back, they all dyed their hair blonde. I'm just like, what y'all trying to do? Pull a BAP?
Honestly, I was like skeptical about it, like when I saw the pictures, but then when I watched the video, I was like, okay, I kind of get it. Like it went with it, So I wasn't too mad about it.
Like it works out.
I wasn't mad. I was just terrified because like this is gonna sound really wrong.
Same.
I'm so sorry, but like super blonde people, like bleach blonde people, especially when there's multiple ones all together, like it freaks me out because it reminds me of Children of the Corn. And when I was little, I was terrified of that movie. And so like it just makes me really uncomfortable. So I was just like, if they had at least one person with like a dirty blonde, like a brown or like a black, like it would have been fine, but like all of them together, I just feel like they were just gonna, I don't know, I was going to get lost in the maze and then
Come for you.
They were gonna come for you. And then there's Kat. Kat was just like, does this mean Ji Hansel's gonna come to me? Go with it.
Listen, I was just concerned about Hansel. You know, he went through so much. He was in a dungeon for so long. I just needed him, like, out and, like, making music and, like, thriving, okay? So
hopefully, honestly, like, they did try to make him look younger, obviously, with the teaser pictures and all this stuff. But I think that if they continue making this type of music and maybe go more, like, upbeat and whatnot, then I think that it'll just be fine. I don't think it'll be, like, weird that most of the members are, like, 5 or 6 years younger. But what did hit me was that I guess there's a quote rolling around on Twitter that he said that he's not disappointed that he didn't debut with SM, just that he didn't debut with his friends. And I'm like, bro, you didn't have to go that deep. You didn't have to hit me in the feels like that.
But on to our album review, mini album review this week, which I'm super, super excited about, is Astro!
Yes!
The babies are back!
This album is so good.
It really is. It's a lot different than
amazing.
their previous albums, which I really enjoy.
It's like they're growing up, and I feel like every song, like when I was like reading through the lyrics and things, like all of the songs, like the album is like for the fans. Like the Aro has like waited so long for Astro to come back that every song you look at it and you can see it. Like they're just like, you know, I've missed you, like be with me, don't leave me, like I always want you to be by my side type thing. And that's beautiful. Like, oh my God. Stay With Me is my song. That song is so good.
Mine is
my
the title
favorite
track. I really like it.
Mine's just By My Side and Stay With Me. They're two of my favorites. And what I love is that Astro obviously had like this way of just being bubbly and adorable and, I don't know, putting like pop music in such a like fun light. So to see this like transition from when they like first started to now is kind of insane because they literally transitioned from young boys into men now, like young men. So it's kind of like, wow.
Like I was telling Kat, like everything, it just seems a lot more mature. And you could see that they were kind of starting to head that way with their last album too.
Yeah.
But this one, they're just like, yeah, we're leaving behind. Like we're all adults now. Like, but also I was telling the group chat that like I wish there was like one little like upbeat song, and not because I didn't like the album because I love it. It's just because like I'm in my summer bop mood, and that like going from everybody like hey, I was like, oh, this is so mellow. One upbeat song, but I love it. Astros are my babies, and they were the first group that I like was with before, like pre-debut, and I like to see them grow. I'm like super proud, and like Sana's like an adult now, and he's not my little baby anymore.
Oh my God. Let me tell you that Sana in Stay With Me, his voice, y'all, like he sounds so grown, and like it just baffled me because like he's always been like this cute little kid. Like when they debuted, he had like the little curlies and whatnot, and now like I heard him singing and I'm just like, oh my God, like you're not a baby anymore.
I know.
It was like when like I first got into Astro and I heard Jin Jin, I was like, yes, deep ass voice, like yes. And now his voice is like even deeper, and I'm like, stop, please, I'm dying.
Right.
That's my man though, my little man.
Yeah, but I think, like, again, like I said, like, this album was just, like, straight for Aroha's. Like, everything gave me, like, every song gave me that vibe that it was, like, them, all these lyrics are for you. Like, I'm telling you all of this. And it was just lovely. It's lovely to see this transition going from, you know, really, really bubbly pop to them slowly growing in their music and what they sing about and all that stuff. So like the concepts that they do. So it's really nice to see that. But I just want to say that in Stay With Me, at the when they do the For You with the harmonies, like oh my God, the harmonies.
They're such great performers too.
You can just tell there was so much love put into this album because there's been so much uncertainty from the company, from them to the fans, like from the fans to the company. So you can tell that this was just Astro saying like, no matter what, like it's you and us, and that's it. And that
they're pouring their soul into it. Yep.
So I love this album. I think
lovely.
This is amazing.
My baby.
This is my favorite album from them.
Yep, same. Honestly, same. I know that Andrea probably had a heart
Still
attack.
having a meltdown.
Andrea's probably still having a meltdown about this. But also just a quick fact, and the last song, Real Love, I heard it and the first thing I thought about that is that it could be like the soundtrack for a drama.
Oh,
Like
you're
whenever
right.
the two like main characters would be like doing something, that's the song that be in the background. That's the only thing I can think about. I'm like, oh my
you're right.
god,
It's so
somebody use
cute.
it, please.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's lovely. So yeah, please check out this album.
Astro.
Even if you don't listen to Astro, I'm telling you, this album just is really well.
It's really good.
Just really well done.
Yes.
So, but we're moving on because I'm talking about standing people, and guess what? Jung So-woon also came back this week, and this is our stand corner right now because we standing Jung So-woon.
legend.
Okay.
Another produced baby.
Yes.
Another Produce 101 baby. He's a singer-songwriter. He's under Starship. He's amazing. And this album gave me life. Do you know that when I heard his single is called 20-something, and it's very mellow. It's very like, you know, when you are watching those movies and the characters in like a bar, in like a hole in the wall bar, a hole in the wall bar.
Yeah.
And there's like somebody singing, just somebody with a mic. That's the music you hear in the background. Like that's Jung So-woon's 20-something. That's
Did
exactly where it would
anyone
be.
look up the lyrics yet? Because I haven't had the chance. I want to know what the lyrics are because the title just kind of gave me a lot of life. Like, yeah, I'm 20-something. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life.
Truly.
That's what it gave me, the vibe it gave me, the title anyway. So I'm really curious about what the lyrics are.
I didn't look it up because I love the song so much that I didn't even bother.
I did,
but
yeah.
let's
I've been
look it up.
bopping to the album. I didn't even like think to look up the lyrics. Maybe that's something
Hold
we
up,
should
I'm
do.
doing it right now.
But what's everybody's favorite song off the album?
My favorite song is I to I. I heard it and I was like, oh, yes, yes. I don't know. It's just me. Like, I just feel like it's me in a song. Like, it's like chill, but it still kind of has like that pep to it. I love it.
So my favorite song off the album is a song called La La.
That's a good one too.
And it's just so fun and upbeat, and I've been a fan again since Produce 101. I love his vocals. He was one of the contenders, obviously, for the top 11, and he deserves everything he's getting. He's a brilliant singer and a great songwriter, and
So talented.
I'm proud of how far he's gotten. So.
Yeah, honestly, I think it was a blessing in disguise that he didn't make it into 101 because I feel like
agree.
he's such a great solo artist.
I agree.
And hearing his album is just making me so excited for when Jaewon is gonna like release music on his own.
Vocal king.
Yes.
Vocal king.
Oh my god.
So
Listen, I'm here. I'm all here for our singer-songwriters. Like, I love it. But I love Jung So-woon so much. I love his voice. But for me, I'm going to say, just like Terika, my favorite is like, it's a tie between 20-something and I to I. Because his voice sounds so, oh my God, it's just so beautiful and like so sultry a little bit in I to I. And you're just like, it's so soft. And, I'm soft for Jung So-woon, okay? That's it.
Well, my favorite song is actually 20-something before I looked up the lyrics, and I just read the lyrics, guys, and I was right. I feel like the way that he's making the song, it's about following your dreams because he's saying that, like, oh, I'm 20-something, don't wait for me, and that he's going after it. He doesn't really, it doesn't sound like he's talking about a person, and he's saying, who cares if it hurts a little. I know it's the perfect day to get up again. Where I think about right now, what's so complicated? No matter what anyone says, 20-something, I'm 20-something. Don't wait for me. I'm the one who's going.
You're right.
Like, okay.
Damn, see?
Yes.
Maybe this is why I love it so
Yeah.
much, because it describes my life without me I didn't even know.
Love it.
Truly. So that's my favorite song, and he is lyrically amazing.
If you don't know who Jung So-woon is, please check him out. His latest album, 20-something, came out. Again, singer-songwriter. Like, if you're like it's like if you were like in a 20s movie and it's like the flapper era, the person that's singing in the corner, that's him. Okay? That is him.
All right.
Ugh.
To wrap it up, everybody's song of the week. Terika, what you got?
Okay, my song of the week is another EXO song. I don't know what's happening to me, but it's Unfair. If you haven't heard it, which I'm pretty sure the rest of the world has heard this song, Check it out. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's the blood moon, but I'm feeling the
blood moon doing things.
I'm feeling a comeback soon. So
yeah, no, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Terika is having like, this is foreshadowing, and EXO's gonna have a premonition. I'm sorry. So this is the premonition that EXO's gonna have a comeback soon, and I have a feeling about it.
Yeah, like
because Terika, yes, you got this.
Yep, it's been happening.
You know, honestly, things that we say on this podcast happened.
It's been happening. So, I mean, who knows? Hey, I won the lotto. Hey.
I'm thinking I'm going to win the lottery soon. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that too. Okay.
All right, Carolina.
My favorite song this week is 20-something. Figure it out.
You're right.
Yep. I love that song. Thank you. Jung So-eun, I love you.
Cynthia.
Mine is Best of Me by BTS. I don't know why. Okay, so I always listen to my BTS playlist every freaking day. I don't care. Like, there's new music by amazing artists I listen to and have on replay. But no matter what, I always listen to at least 2 BTS songs a day.
Me.
And all week, I have been listening to this one song on repeat for whatever reason. It's just a bop, a forever bop, and I love them. Okay.
My song of the week is CC by Hyolyn.
Hey.
It's just a summer anthem. Like, it's just, it did that, and I love it, and I love the MV, and I love the comeback stages, and she's just the queen. Yes, Island.
Yeah. And I think that wraps up this week.
Yeah. Ooh, another week with
yes, it
Not
does.
Your Average Fangirl.
She forgot our name, guys.
We forgot our names. We forgot everything. We don't know what we're doing.
Who am I? Where am I? Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
The blood
But hey, you know what we always remember to do though? Fangirl.
Fangirl.